What is up, Pokepeeps and Masters? It is Rusty PokeRuss here, and we are back for another thought video. Dragon Ball thought video. That's probably a name for a video. I don't know. Anyway, remember last week's video we had, if you haven't seen it, we were talking about how I don't like the new feature rare Goku and how it's going to ruin the format. Well, I figured I'd make a follow-up video on how you, yes you, not me, only you can defeat FR Goku and Forest Fires. You have one day, also, before we get into the video, you have one day left to enter the giveaway for Brawly themed stuff. The link is down in the description box down below, so check it out, and let's get into the video. So, I have 4 cards on me because I can't prepare for anything, and there's actually 5 cards that I found that can handle feature rare Goku in an early fashion, so you don't have to like pay 6 mana to blow it up and blah 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 blah. So these are all cards that are below 3 mana, and they can kind of take care of this turn 2 Goku. If you guys don't know, the turn 2 Goku is the feature rare from Clash of Fates, and it has barrier 10,000 attack, and it says your opponent cannot attack with turn 2 or less characters. So that, well, I expressed it more in that last video, but I hate it because it just ruins a lot about how the game functions, and it's going to turn the format into a slow turtly format. So I came up with 5 cards that you can use to stop this thing. So first we're going to look at today is Frieza biding his time. This is a turn 1 card. So you're like, how can a turn 1 card be a turn 2 card that can't even attack it, right? So when you play this card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or less with barrier and switch it to rest mode. So even though he can't attack it, you can use your leader then to follow up and attack the Goku and kind of get rid of it. You might have to combo out a little bit to get rid of it because your opponent's probably going to want to save it. But this is a 1 out. This is an out yellow has to beat the Goku. Oddly enough, blue really doesn't have a good out to it. So if you think of anything cheap mana cost that can handle the blue Goku that's blue, let me know in the comment section down below. Red actually has 2. Red has, I did the card I'm missing, which is the Glory Obsessed Majin Vegeta, which is a turn 3 red card that says if your leader's red, it can attack active mode battle cards. So that's one way you can handle it, because you're not targeting it, because it's how it's worded. You're not targeting it, so you can just attack it while it's in active mode and just handle it there. It's 1500 power. If you're playing it, you're probably playing it with Pan, so you're 2000 power to their 1000. They're gonna have to combo crazy out of it. They're probably just gonna let it die at that point. Next red card we have is Impeccable Super Saiyan Kaba. This is another red card. I actually almost like this one better than the Majin Vegeta. This one says this can attack battle cards in active mode, and your opponent cannot activate counter against this card's attack. So that means they can't even like negate the attack. So they literally have to combo out if they're gonna save it. And again, it's 1500 if you're running Pan. If you're running in a Pan deck, then this becomes a spicy 2000, and they have to combo out extra cards to get rid of it. Also, if your leader card is a red Saiyan, it gains 5000 power for the duration of turn when it attacks. So Pan's a Saiyan, right? Probably at least fourth Mount Saiyan. So yeah, she's a Saiyan. So this will be a 2500 when it attacks over Goku. So that's pretty spicy. I actually like that card better than the Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta has other good things it can do though. Next we have my buddy's favorite card in this, which is Double Impact Krillin.
Yes.
It's a turn 2 card from World Martial Arts Tournament. Says when you play this battle card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 2 or less, ignoring barrier, and just KO it. So you just play this card, boom, gone, blows it up. Pretty nice. This one actually probably handles it like this. These ones you have to attack into it and worry about all the different mechanics. This one just kind of comes in KO'd, so they'd have to like cold bloodlust it or something, and that's probably not happening that early. And then black, which I guess because it's a black card, it can be put into blue because it can be put into anything. You have Burst Attack Super Saiyan Bardock, which is a 4 cost, but it's over Realm 4 with actually 1 cost. So if you have 4 cards in your discard pile and you pay 1 mana, you can summon this guy. When you play this card using Overwhelm, it gains 10,000 power for the duration of turn and can attack battle cards in active mode. So if you have 4 cards in your discard pile, you summon this pretty cheaply. He becomes a 30,000, which you know how much I love that number if you've watched anything on my channel. 30,000 is a beautiful, beautiful number in this game, and it just attacks right over Goku. So these are outs to the Goku. I think even if you don't main board one of these cards, I think they're good sideboardable cards because that Goku can, especially depending on what you're running. There's a lot of decks that it just like. I watched. We had an event this past weekend at Bottom Dollar, and this kid got completely destroyed. Like, he was playing Ginyu. He's playing the brand new Frieza Ginyu deck, and all the pieces of Ginyu were turned 2 or less. So he was flooding the board, but they legitimately couldn't do anything except for like Raccoon with Raccoon's negate. But like literally, it just like shut down an entirely brand new deck just with that feature rare. Not to mention it shuts down a bunch of other things. So, like I said, I'm not a big fan of that feature rare Goku, and I think these cards are going to be very important in the upcoming meta. Like I said, even if not in main board, into sideboard, these cards are also good to get rid of other things. Like, these can be used to get rid of Mass Saiyan if your deck's hindered by Mass Saiyan. It can be used to get rid of Dendays, they can get rid of Kamis, they can get rid of Morgoses, stuff like that. So these cards can be used for other things too, so they're not just like, hey, I hate Goku, but, I mean, you can hate Goku. It's okay. But, if you like this kind of content, if you have any more, like, ideals in the game that you kind of want me to hear me talk about, let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks to Jesse for recording this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Peace, guys.